Okay, good morning class. Welcome back. Let us continue with what we were doing. Today we shall be doing the Battle of Bauxer, which is on page 19 in the second chapter of history. Now we learned in the previous class that Mir Qasim, alright, Mir Qasim, who was made the ruler of Bengal by Robert Clive, he was supposed to be a puppet. He was supposed to be a yes man. But after becoming the ruler of Bengal, Mir Qasim changed his attitude towards the British. Now what did he do is he started going against the British. He did not want to fulfill, or he did not work towards fulfilling the demands of the Britishers. Now you know that Mir Qasim was replaced. Mir Zafar was replaced by Mir Qasim, or Mir Qasim became the ruler after the removal of his father-in-law, who was Mir Zafar. Okay, because Mir Zafar could not fulfill the demands, so Mir Zafar was removed and Mir Qasim was made the ruler in his place. But after becoming the ruler, what did Mir Qasim do? He started going against the Britishers. He stopped giving all the permissions that he had given initially to carry out trades without paying any taxes. Alright, this was all removed. So when the Britishers started facing these problems because of the different or changed attitude of Mir Qasim, what did they do? They again removed Mir Qasim. Alright, they fought a battle and they removed Mir Qasim and again brought back Mir Zafar. Because why did they bring back Mir Zafar? Mir Zafar did not go against the Britishers. He was removed only because he could not fulfill the demands. Alright, he did not go against the Britishers. He did not fight against the Britishers. It was only that he was unable to fulfill the demands of the Britishers. But Mir Qasim, on the other hand, he went against the Britishers. He tried to remove the Britishers from his kingdom and make his kingdom as an independent province or a state. Now, after Mir Qasim fought the battle against the Britishers and lost, he ran away to Awadh, He ran away to Awadh and then he made a contract, he signed a contract, he got into a partnership with Suja-ud-Dawla. Suja-ud-Dawla was the Nawab of Awadh, and then another ruler, another Mughal emperor, Shah Alam II. These three rulers formed an alliance, formed a partnership to fight against the Britishers. Now that battle which they fought is called the Battle of Bauxer, and it was fought in the year, it is on page 19, left hand side top, first paragraph. They fought the Battle of Bauxer against the Britishers, the three rulers, Mir Qasim, Suja-ud-Dawla and Shah Alam II. They fought the battle in the year 1764 in a place near Bihar. Okay, in a place near Bihar. So in that battle also the Britishers won. So this was the second time that Mir Qasim had lost a battle against the Britishers. So now he had no other option but again to run away from the British. Okay, so he ran away. Now he had no other options. He had no energy. He did not have any supporters also. So what did he do is, the only thing that he would do is he ran away to Delhi. Okay, the last line is written, therefore he lived in obscurity and died in Delhi in the year 1777. So he went and lived alone. Alright, he went and lived alone. He did not have any supporters. He ran away. Okay, and then later on he died. Okay, in the year 1777 in Delhi. Now, what happened to the company after its victory? Right? Or in fact, what happened to the other two rulers after the victory of the Britishers in the Battle of Bauxer? Now, the company's victory in Bauxer further strengthened, that means made them stronger, and they became even stronger in Bengal. Gradually, the Nawab was turned into a figurehead. The defeat of the Mughal emperor and the and the Nawab of Awadh also adversely or greatly affected their prestige and power. So both signed, both the other rulers, that is Suja-ud-Dawla and the Emperor, Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II, they signed a treaty of Allahabad. According to this treaty, they had to accept a lot of demands from the Britishers. The first one was the control of the East India Company over Bengal was legalized. It became legal. Mughal did not have any obstacle in carrying out any activities, especially economical activities. Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II granted the company, East India Company, the Diwani right of Bengal, not only Bengal but Bihar and Orissa as well. Now, under the Diwani right, the company had the right to collect the revenue from these provinces and also administer the civil justice system. They not only took hold or got hold of the economic system but also the civil justice system. The grant of Diwani was an important milestone or an achievement for the East India Company, and it transferred, now this was the battle which transformed the structure or the importance of the East India Company from a trading company to a ruling company. Alright, now they finally became the rulers. Okay, what they had come as merchants, they had come as traders, but gradually after winning wars, after overthrowing all the most of the Indian rulers, the emperors, what did they do? They finally they changed the structure of the company, the importance of the company changed from an economic head to a political head. Second point, now in return for the Diwani rights, the company gave Shah Alam an annual pension. That means yearly he got an annual pension of rupees 26 lakh and the districts of Kora and Allahabad. So these two districts came under the rule of Shah Alam, and apart from that, these are two small districts compared to the original size of his kingdom. Okay, so only two small districts were given to him and he was given an annual pension of 26 lakh. Alright. Third one is the company secured from Shah Alam the formal grant, okay, of northern Sirkars. That also came under the company, which it had captured from the French in the Third Carnatic War. Fourth one, the company returned Awadh to Nawab Suja-ud-Dawla except the districts of Kora and Allahabad, which two districts these were given to Shah Alam. The Nawab permitted the company to carry out duty-free trade, meaning without paying any taxes in Awadh, and he paid a war indemnity. That means when he was fighting a war against the Britishers, because of the war had undergone a lot of loss. So because of that loss, he had to pay, because the loss that he had created, he had to pay a war indemnity of 15 lakh. Last one, Nawab Suja-ud-Dawla entered into a defense alliance. Alright, he signed a contract which was called the Defense Alliance with the East India Company. Now, according to this alliance or this treaty or this contract, the company was to help the Nawab if there was an attack from another kingdom. If any other kingdom attacked the Nawab's kingdom or attacked his districts, then the company would help him or would help him to fight against the enemies, and the Nawab had to maintain the British troops at his expense. So, according to this treaty, Nawab Suja-ud-Dawla had to look after the military expenses, the fooding, the lodging, the development, everything had to be looked after Suja-ud-Dawla. And on the other hand, the company would help Suja-ud-Dawla to save his kingdom if an outsider or if a foreigner or if another kingdom attacked his kingdom. So this was the defense alliance. Each other, they would defend each other if there was an attack, from outside. Thus Awadh became a dependency of the company. It also served as a buffer state. A buffer state means it was a small state between two large states, meaning it was a small kingdom between two large kingdoms. So the two large kingdoms, on one side was the Britishers and the other side was the Mughal Empire. The Mughal Empire still existed. So it was a huge empire and the Britishers on the other hand. Alright, so Awadh became a buffer state between, not Mughal, the Maratha territories. Okay, it also served as a buffer state between the British possession in Bengal. That means all the British territories in Bengal and the Maratha territories. Now you remember, the Mughals had declined and the Marathas had gained in power. After the Mughal Empire declined, the Marathas, which were only a small kingdom, were gaining in power and trying to become an empire just like the Mughals. Alright, so we are going to do till here today. In the next class, I shall be doing the dual government